Glensheen Mansion Murders.
p.6 by Ariana Loons, Jasmine Leon, and Olivia Baresh.
It was early morning, June 12, 1977.
What's my plan again? To get money, oh yeah.
The killer made their entrance through an open window. Velma Piazzolla heard a racket downstairs. She encountered the killer. She had a brutal death. First she was shoved down the stairs, then beaten down with a candlestick. Afterwards, the killer laid Velma Piazzolla on a window seat and walked upstairs.
The killer washed his hands. He headed next door. Elizabeth was asleep in her bed. She turned around and saw the killer. The killer panicked and took the pink satin pillow from under her bed. He pulled it out and covered her head. 83-year-old Elizabeth Congdon murdered on June 12, 1977.
The killer makes his exit, happy with the work that he has done. As the morning nurse walks to switch with Velma, she realizes Velma is on the window seat. She wonders if Velma is taking naps. As she walks closer, she notices the blood on Velma's head. Panic, she checks for a pulse. Nothing.
As the police investigate, they uncover hair and blood cells relating to Roger Caldwell. On April 9, 1977, Roger starts to testify.
Let's take a look at your case. So, suspected of a double homicide.
I would never hurt a soul.
You did. We found DNA cells from your hair and blood cells.
How can you prove that? The tests aren't as correct as you think they are.
Because we have $1 million equipment, and we use that equipment to test.
I would never hurt a soul.
The next 2 weeks, Roger Caldwell had a lot of hate threats, death threats too. 2 weeks later, he had more trials.
Are you going to pledge guilty?
No.
According to the judge, there were hair and blood cells from your DNA.
All right, I admit. I killed them. I killed Velma and Elizabeth.
For the next year, Roger Caldwell spent in prison. After he got out, he heard that Marjorie married another man. Roger was highly drunk that night and did not feel well, so he committed suicide by cutting his wrists off. Do you accept Marjorie Caldwell to be your wife?
I do.
You may kiss the bride. After the marriage of Marjorie and Henry Agin, there was a set of fires in their neighborhood. The police started to investigate Marjorie for committing the fires. As soon as they looked farther into her past, they found a series of fires that went to trial but never had any consequences.
Marjorie was sent to prison for 15 years, 2 times longer than Roger's original sentence was. After she got out of jail, she went home to her husband. 2 weeks later, her neighbors smelled natural gas and called the police. 20 minutes later, they found a hose connected to the stove and followed the house into Marjorie's room. The hose was connected to Henry. Henry was dead with a note on his chest saying, "It was too late, you couldn't save me. She got me along with Roger and Elizabeth." She was sent to prison for murder and now lives in a special nursing home near Arizona.
Thanks for watching!